Recently, I've been wanting to learn about servers and networking, and what better way to do so than to learn the most basic protocol of networking, HTTP. HTTP protocol is a protocol that allows for sending and receiving resources like HTML pages and other data. You may have recognized its counterpart in almost every single URL, HTTPS. The main difference between HTTP and HTTPS is that HTTPS uses SSL certificates to secure its information, and HTTP does not. And for learning about HTTP and networking, I decided to recreate a modern classic, Pong. Before I get into my implementation of Pong over HTTP, I would like to mention that this video is not a tutorial, nor a proper or optimized implementation of networking over HTTP. I actually don't even know if this is the correct way to do it, and while the code is in the description, I really don't recommend looking at it. And with that said, let's get into how I did it. Before creating any networking, we need to create Pong. How I see it, there are 5 basic aspects to Pong: controlling your paddle, showing the enemy paddle, moving the ball, bouncing the ball, and counting and displaying the score. For this project, I used Python and Pygame to create all the basic aspects of the game. After creating a basic Pong game in Pygame, I created another file to interface with my server, which sends a post request to my server that contains the player ID and the position of the player's paddle inside the HTTP header. Why in the header and not in the data? I don't actually know. I did it this way for some reason that I can't remember, hence why I don't recommend following my lead and instead creating your own implementation should you want to replicate this project. Once I had my game and networking interface for the game, I moved on to the server side of things. I'm using Socket to open a port on my computer's IP to accept incoming traffic. Once the server receives an incoming request, it parses the headers in the request for information about the game client. An incoming request looks something like this: a bunch of headers containing information about the request, and then the player ID the request was sent from, as well as that player's paddle position. Inside my server code, I'm constantly tracking the game state and incrementing the position of the ball, as well as bouncing it and detecting points. Once the server has read the request data into the corresponding values for that player, all that remains is to update our game state and then send that updated state back to the client. All the client has to do is receive the data containing all the information about the game, display it, detect input, and send that input back to the server. The client does not determine anything about the state of the game, it simply sends its input and displays what the server says the game state is. And it's honestly that simple. Client tracks user input, sends it to server adjusts ongoing game accordingly, sends the information back to client, and client displays the game. Now once again, this is definitely not an optimal implementation for a multitude of reasons, as you will soon see. However, it does work and is actually playable with people over the internet. To test this, however, I called up my friend Xavier to get some assistance.
Yo, what's up, man?
Oh my god, it's lagging, dude.
Oh my god. Dude, am I hitting it or is it just... What's happening?
You just hit it,
Oh god, it hasn't updated.
It's coming.
Oh shit.
Oh, you missed.
I'm missing it. Dang it.
So maybe it needs a little optimization, like maybe a little.
Nah, this is pretty good. Oh, 2 to 6, see that?
I'll tell you what, on localhost, it's playable.
No,
oh, you just got a point on me.
Oh.
Oh, you're about to get another.
Come back.
Oh, clutch up with the 2 frames per second. My opponent seems to be garbage. It's funnier when you're me because I can see what the server sees, and it is absolutely just burning through requests.
I can see it in my command prompt, kinda, I think.
Those are those are only the requests that were dropped. They need to get me on Elon Musk's company team. They need to get me on Neuralink, because you know that monkey, that was playing Pong?
Pager is amazingly good at mind Pong.
He needs to get hooked up to this, man. That monkey will throw up, I swear to God. This one port on my computer is just fighting for its life right now. I'm gonna give both of us a minute to go into the game code, and you just modify whatever you want, and then we're gonna use the server to have our rematch. Oh man, the lag spikes. I mean the intentional game design. Yeah, you're literally standing still. You're a bot.
No, I am standing still.
Wow, what an exhilarating match.
I think I'm just bad at video games. That might be it.
Oh my god, I just got a really good idea. Oh my god, I just got a really good idea. Oh my god, I'm about to be cracked. I might have just done some big brain crazy 10 million billion IQ move. But look exact. Oh, I'm literally hacking. I am hacking so hard right now. Yeah. Well,
it's moving.
Yeah, that's what happens when you toggle on a little bit of
What'd you do?
Every time I'm sending a post request, I'm sending my player position as the ball's Y position.
What? Sounds good. See you, dude.
See ya. Peace.